Hey girls, this is Jenny with Planner Perfect and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to set yearly goals quarterly. Let's go. Hey, welcome back you guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny Penton, founder of Planner Perfect, and I coach women how to write a better story for their lives. I'm also a mom of 8 children, homeschooling mom, and I am a grandma to 2 grandboys. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I use one of my journals as a quarterly goal book. And this has been nothing but short of amazing. So this is going to be broken down into 4 quarters. And there's 80 pages in my books. This here is one of my A5s. They're not released yet, but they will be. This spring, I'm hoping. I never like to set exact times, but that's the goal, is this spring, as well as my A5 books. I'm going to be sharing with you my Amelia leather that is an A5 that this looks absolutely stunning in. But, you know, for right now too, you can use a wide, and which is our next size down, and you can plan your life in that just as well and set your quarterly goals. I'm going to show you how I write down all of the things that I want to accomplish in 2022 and how I break that down into seasons, and that's how my quarters are going to look. So my winter's, my winter goals and what I want to work and do and accomplish for my personal and business and home and family. And that's all so very important to be intentional about, rather than allowing life to just come at you and then you react. It's better to have an idea of what you want, how you want it to go. And I think the biggest part is knowing what you want and going after it. I think so many times we just, as humans, it's like we definitely know what we don't want, but we don't take the time to really visualize and dream about what we do want in every area of our lives. So, and just really giving it over to God, not stressing about it or worrying about it or even worrying about how it's going to come to pass, but actually just knowing what we want and how we're going to do it. So even some of mine that are for the year end out, I don't even know how some of these are going to happen. But when I start to break them down, I just get these amazing ideas of how I'm going to do it and all of that. And so the mere act of visualizing and dreaming and thinking about my life and how I want it to go, I begin to get really great ideas, and then I just start to roll them out. It just starts to roll out of my head, and I can barely just get it down on paper fast enough. And so when it comes to the home spring cleaning, I'm already beginning. I'm going to take you through some of it, I know, on my stories and on my reels on IG. I can also maybe do some on here. But also how I want to educate my children, since I'm a homeschool mom, how I want to run my business and when I'm going to be doing certain things and that I need to do in order to run it. To relationships with my husband and my family, and what's important to me and what I see, how I want to have that relationship and what I can do and how I can contribute and how I want to be. So it's really all about you making the changes, you changing you, and then everything else just kind of follows suit. So I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to show you the process so that you might want to glean from and take this and inspire you to create your own quarterly book so that you can really begin to really live a life of intention and purpose and really write that better story. So let's turn you around and give you a look. Okay, we're back. Here we go. I wanted to share with you first my A5 Amelia. She's so beautiful. Here she is, fully stitched up. And I have the summer bloom in here, and she looks so gorgeous in it because she's got those beautiful mulberry flower This is my scripture journal here. And I just have this in here right now, I think. And I did this because I put this in here, the Stylogy, because I am wanting to replicate this. So I know the Tomo River paper is going out, and so I'm trying to find some paper that is like this, and to bind it like this, and to put my artwork on the cover. So that is what I'm up to and working on. And anyways, girls, let's get started with the goal books. Now, some of these things are just kind of personal, so I will kind of be covering up some of them, but these are my goals and how I use it. This is for quarterly. And since there's 80 pages, I do 20 pages each, front and back, and it works out absolutely beautiful. So the first thing to do is just, I've got my goal list, and I do personal, business, home, and spiritual. And that's virtually where you are putting down just your, you are putting down as a list. You don't need to be completely, detailed yet. And because the next phase of it is to put it as a process. So I hate to cover this up, but personal is personal. But I put process at the top. I even put it over on the side. Winter quarter is where I'm at. And I broke down the personal, and I broke down the business, and then I break it down even further. I take up several pages to keep going. Things I want to bring out. In terms of my business, all of it, a lot of business stuff in here. And then I moved over to home and what I'm cleaning and doing, and then my spiritual. And so this has really just been super awesome place to be able to put all this, because then even in my main planner, what I can do in certain months of my monthly planner, I can pull some of these down and say, you know what, I'm going to be doing the laundry room this month and the master closet, and and then that can be it, whereas the rest of those goals stay here until I can maybe execute it then the following month. But at least you have a really great look at how you want to take care of this. And I love it. So even spiritual, maybe some of the different Bible sections you're reading, different books you're going to read, some, just different things you want to learn and how you want to grow spiritually and within that quarter. This one I absolutely love, and it's my routines. Now, my routines change quarterly, and so I feel that this is pretty awesome. So for my routines, I have daily, and then I have weekly, and then I have seasonal, and some different home needs that I have. So if I have daily, like make beds, laundry, fold, put away, pick up house toys, and my weekly assigned task for cleaning. And then here I've got like different weekly things that I do. So my bathrooms, my bedrooms, my entryway and stairs, and my home office, my kitchen and living room. And so these are the different things that I will tackle each day of the week, and I'll show you how I do that as well pretty soon, because I kind of break that down then when I get down to a weekly spread. So this is kind of what I want to do weekly. And then seasonal, deep clean ovens, and winter sheets and bedding, and winter coats and boots out. So this is something that was for the winter. Now I'm going to be getting into spring, but this is what I did for my first quarter, for my winter quarter. So now here I have my pillars, and I call them pillars because they're really your morning and then your evening routine. So I did evening, morning, and I wrote routines through it. Now I watch my grandbabies throughout the week. So here's when I don't have the babies, how I want to structurally live, okay, and how I want to do things. And this is when I have babies. It looks a little bit different, and I have to navigate life a little bit differently. And then I have my evening on how I want to do things. So this is what how I do it, and I absolutely love it. Whereas in the evening, in the spring, we could be outside taking walks and playing, tackle or flag football outside. So it's kind of those things that'll change, and that's what I love about doing quarterly. And even in the summer, then we'd be boating until maybe 9 or 10. So things look differently as the my quarters will go, and I love being able to have a place to be able to change with the seasons. This is my batching page. I go through and I put down the days of the week like this, and what I do on Mondays and Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. So I was having my boys, grand boys during these days here, and so I really, really focused heavy on, you know, going to museums and games and bowling and doing science experiments and Play-Doh and doing those with my sons as well that are younger. Mondays are really busy days where I do business, take my kids to Panera, my two kids, kids who go with me, two of my sons, grocery day, meal prep, and then I do have a cleaning lady that comes 2 times a month. And then this is when I clean the windows and doors, laundry, workout, read book, Bible in a year. So I have these different things that I'm doing and how I batch it. When I paint, when I do certain videos, when I do certain master classes that I'm learning and doing my YouTube videos. So all of these different days have different things I do in them. And that is really, really handy so that you know what you're doing on any given day. So it's so vital. That way, if you know what you're doing, you know how to live, you know what to say yes to, and you know what to say no to, and you just know when and how to get things done, and your life really flows seamlessly. So meal planner, I didn't really execute this one, but I want to. So I'm going to be pulling that over to spring, but I really kind of wanted to have something where I kind of had like not so much what I am feeding my kids during any day of the week, but the weekends I want them to be more fun and I can devote more time to cooking something more fun. And during the week, more like, you know, I wanted to put like Italian or baking or Italian or Mexican and then sandwiches on Wednesdays or maybe breakfast for dinner on Thursdays. I kind of wanted to think that one through and think of a plan. Now that it's going into spring, we can kind of bring in some grilling and that'll make it easy and the kitchen won't get dirty. That is a plus. I love my Sunday checklist. I just kind of wrote this out that this is every Sunday. I kind of want to make sure that I'm checking over all of it and that everything is complete for the new week ahead. And so this is just awesome, awesome, awesome. And so as you can see too, that when you have your goals in here and how you're going to do them and they're super detailed, you know where to exactly look and to where to go and to get this, executed in your main monthly planner, or you could even just be pulling from here and looking at it and then pulling and, you know, either looking at it and keeping it through here and having this be your plan, or some of the things you can pull over and put it into your monthly planner. So let's just say for one of these, I wanted to do my faith box in a certain month. I'd pull that over to that month to execute, but I have all the ideas here. So it's kind of like that. And for me, and if my spiral notebooks, those already came out. So if something that, you know, I wrote the details on in here, and, you know, sometimes you're going to pull them over into your monthly, or sometimes you're just looking and adhering to this. So I'm getting ready to do my spring one, my spring goals, and use 20 pages. It'd be really cute to do, you know, winter, spring, summer, fall. So that's also really great tabs. I think I'm going to be putting into this. So I'm totally thrilled. I may actually even change all of this and move it over to a wide and put it in my planner, my main planner in my planner. And I just may do that instead of doing this, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Anyway, girls, thanks for watching. I hope this has inspired you to reach for the sky, and because you really are limitless. You can do anything that you do put your mind to. Until next time, guys.